Prairie Dog, hello to you, and thanks for tuning in as well. Another nice regular. But bye bye for now.
Hello and good afternoon, everybody. It is good to have you with us here. My name is Amy, and behind the camera with me today is Mpho, and this is On Safari. Well, once again, welcome everybody, and a reminder to all the viewers watching that this is a live and interactive show. So please do make sure you send on through those comments and questions if you have any. And we'd love to hear from you. You can do that in the YouTube chat stream. You can send through in the Wild Earth app or website. Otherwise, join the conversation on X using the hashtag Wild Earth. Yes, today we are going to be looking back over the last day for some of the highlights, the best bits of the last 24 hours that we're going to be able to show you, and there have been some good ones. So I'm excited to get started this afternoon. And the first clip that we're going to have a look at was two nyalas that were displaying, which was very cool. I think it was yesterday afternoon. And we got to catch that on camera, which was awesome. So let's have a look at the clip, and then we can talk a little bit more about it. I'm very interested in these two nyalas. The one is doing it very slow walking. Do you see how the fur is standing up on the back of its back as well as its tail? And then if we look at the other one, that one looks very relaxed, like it hasn't even taken note of the other nyala. But male nyalas have a special little dance that they do. I like to call it a dance. It's almost like a slow motion dance. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll see them do it this afternoon. Now he's taken note of him. Look at that. You saw him now. And you see how his hair has also come up on his back. Oh, this is very cool, everybody. Look at that. You see how even his tail's gone spiky. And so male impalas that we were looking at, they fight with their horns. Male nyalas circle around each other very slowly. And if no one submits, which basically means gives up, says, okay, I give up, you're stronger than me, then they'll lock horns and fight. Look at this, everyone, they're doing it. They're starting to do it. Do you see how they're starting to move slower? Look at all that hair, how it's standing up. It really makes me laugh. Look how slow that one at the back is moving. And that's all to try and show how big they are. They're making themselves look bigger to one another. It's slow motion there. This is very fascinating, everyone. I think that fur down on their bellies is all about making them look more impressive to females, but also to each other. Oh, they got a fright. I think the impalas got a fright and gave the nyalas a fright. So that was the male nyalas doing their lateral display yesterday during the kids drive, and I actually want to talk about it a little bit more because of course with kids drive we don't get into too much of the technicalities of things, but it was a very special sighting. and actually quite relatively rare. For lots of people, they've never seen that before, because generally the habitat that Inyalas are in are very thick and dense, and usually that sort of display that we saw there between the two males is hidden from view. Dark Main Lover, you say you know that the kids enjoy these dancing Inyalas. Yes, indeed. It's just my way of thinking of them sort of doing this slow motion dance, but also sort of looks like they've pulled a muscle or something. Like they're very stiff all of a sudden. But that display, you may ask, well, why do they do it? Why don't they just fight like the male impalas, for example? And it's all about avoiding injury. And it's actually something that we see not only in Nyalas but throughout the animal kingdom. If we think of leopards and lions, scent marking, elephant bulls also, just based on size, will might have a slight tussle, but generally you've got one that's dominant and the others submit underneath them. But that scent marking of leopards and lions is to avoid conflict. At the end of the day, it is most commonly another of your same species that is likely to actually kill you in the bush, in terms, especially for males. And that scent marking by leopards and lions is to let other males know that, hey, or females know that this spot is taken, so don't come here, because then we're going to have to, fight. With the Nyalas, they do the displaying so that they can avoid actually clashing horns. And you'll find that similarity actually throughout the animal kingdom, so they can avoid conflict, avoid fighting, avoid death, basically. So it was very cool to be able to actually document that and share it with you, called the Nyala's lateral display, because of how large they're making themselves look. All of that hair spiked up, and they bend their heads and they stick out their tail. And then what we actually saw at the end, which wasn't in this clip, is that the one that's more dominant will actually stay like that for a little bit longer. And we saw it at the end. The more submissive bull walked off like nothing really happened and carried on with its day, and its hair came down first, and it looked like it was just relaxed again. And then the more dominant one kept itself displayed like that. All right. Yeah, Joanne Miller, you say hello, Amy, and happy birthday to Wild Earth. It is indeed our 17th birthday today, and a little bit later on this evening after drive, we'll be having a special fireside chat for all the Wild Earth explorers and YouTube members, where Cedric and I will be highlighting some of the milestones that have taken place over the last 17 years. It's definitely one that you don't want to miss. It's going to be a lot of fun. Dark Main Lover, you saying good afternoon to myself and Muscles and Paul, as well as Maureen, and Maureen Riley is also saying hello to us. All right, let's head over to the second clip, which is a whole bunch of cuteness.
Look at this. Isn't this so adorable? A little calf. Oh, it's so small. I think this little one is a few months old. Oh, still trying to work out how to use the trunk. It's like, how do I use this funny thing that's in front of my face? He's even got some mud on his back. That is so cute. Alright, just please move. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Hello. And it takes him a few months just to kind of figure out how to use that little trunk. And this one's still wobbling. Maybe he's even a few weeks old. Not even months, weeks. You see the feet, they're even white. But now look at the difference between mom and the little one. It's a huge difference. So when a baby elephant is born, it's born at around about 100 kilograms. Now you can see you got all the little bit of mud, or like a bit of mud on the back. So clearly the herd must have gone down to like a mud wallow during the daytime. sprayed themselves with mud, and most probably this little one got caught under one of them and all the mud came tumbling on it, or else that youngster decided just to have a little bit of a roll around in the wallow just to keep itself nice and cool on a hot day. Yes, we're talking about you. Hmm? Yes. Like, Mom, I smell something. I'm smelling something. Something in the air. It's not an elephant.
Well, I mean, how can that not put a smile on your face? That is just so adorable. Anyone who knows me knows that I love a baby animal, and a baby elephant is just one of the cutest. And that end there with that trunk just going, what is this thing on my face? It does all these things. And I can smell with it, and I can see Mom using it to do all these other things like eat and drink. How do I do this? I can just imagine everything that's going on in that little elephant's brain. Oh my word. Shame. It must be quite overwhelming as a baby elephant, I think. And there must be so much that's stimulating them, and then to understand what's going on. I think I agree with Cedric that that little one was only a few weeks old, not even months yet. Um, cheetahs and other animals, it is so elephantastic and cute indeed. Thanks so much, cheetahs. It's good to hear from you. Wildeth Love, you say happy 17th birthday and pray for many more years to come for everyone everywhere in the world with all you do. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. And Connie, you say, love the pink behind the ears. So sweet. It is adorable. It is very, very. And that tells us how young that elephant is. Even its feet, like Cedars was saying, it's quite white around the edges. All right, well, there's someone who is waiting to say hello to us and let us know his plan for the afternoon. So let's go over and check in with Cedric.
And yes, a very good afternoon to everybody. My name is Cedric, and behind the camera with me we've got a Panda. And I'm looking forward to this afternoon's sunset safari. And well, what is our plans for this afternoon? Maybe do a little bit of bird watching. Let's see if we can see some nicer birds this afternoon. Maybe go and follow up on the Kambula male lion as well. See if he's resting around here. As you know, it is a Saturday cat day. So I'm hoping that we are going to get some lovely cats for this afternoon. And then on top of that, I might end up going towards a Treehouse Dam, see what's happening at Treehouse Dam, one of those beautiful dams on the southern side of Djuma. And yeah, we might get some elephants coming down there. It is a beautiful afternoon. There's a lot of cloud cover at the moment, but some blue skies coming through. So I think it's going to be this on and off sunshine and coolness, and I think it's going to be wonderful. We will see you out on safari.
Thanks, Cedric. Good to hear your plan and good luck with it. I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful afternoon in Po, and I can't wait to get out there a little bit later and join you. And yes, the weather, it has been crazy since first seeing it completely change in the morning. The rain started coming down by the end of drive, and it's been scattered showers, sunny, rainy, and we've had quite a long patch of dry at the moment, so we're crossing fingers and holding thumbs that continues for the evening as well. All right, we are going to take a look at our third clip, everyone. And speaking of, as Cedric said, speaking of that beautiful male lion, let's take a look at that sighting.
And funny enough, I thought maybe after breakfast I was going to do a little bit of a walk around here, but clearly I'm not going to do that anymore. I shall avoid this clearing. Oh, he's going to get up. Get up. Yes. Let's see. He's looking magnificent, everybody. Oh, stretchy. He was contact calling there. Hey, that was amazing. There's a lot of contact calling there, so looks like he's moving straight now down. All right. Wow. He's heading straight towards Gowrie Dam. And look at that light on him. Oh my word. And he's coming straight towards us. But he's sniffing out on something there. You can see he's picking up on a scent of something that was around there. Maybe contact calls now for us. Let's listen.
Well, that was just absolutely incredible, and what a beautiful sight for Cedric this morning with that, that golden sunlight. We watched the sunrise. You came to us shortly in the morning, but all of that golden light was landing right on that golden line, and it was just beautiful. And what a treat to hear him do that contact call, almost like a weak roar, to put it in a different way. you can hear it's coming, but it's not like that bellowing call. So I'm not sure why he was doing that. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe some friends have arrived this afternoon, or maybe later on this evening we'll actually see him get up and maybe make contact with other lions, which could be very, very cool indeed. Let's look at some comments. Jenny, you say, gorgeous boy. Is he part of a coalition? Yes, he is. I believe he's part of the Kamula Boys, which are 4 male lions. I think, I mean, his name is K4, so I assume there's K1, 2, and 3 as well in the Kambula Boys. And he's part of that coalition. There are a lot of lion dynamics going on at the moment. He seems to have separated at this time. I was saying this morning that's not unusual for male lions to do that are in a coalition. So we'll have to see and follow. And it's interesting, you know, depending on where his movements go. If he joins up with another one of his coalition members, does he stay on his own? Are things changing? I don't know. It's always, and when you actually work in an area for a long time, it's fantastic to be able to see those changes over quite a long period of time, and then, like Cedric, get to actually know these individuals really well and how the changes have happened over many, many years. So it's wonderful that Cedric can share that with all of us as well. Bass, you say, such a stunning lion. I hope we see him for this afternoon. I have high hopes you will find him, Cedric and Amy. I'm sure he's still in the area, or at least close by, if not in the exact same spot. If there's one thing that a lion knows how to do very well, is rest.
We did have some lions. Cedric's probably going to follow that one.
Thanks, Puma. I appreciate the information. Thank you. That makes a lot of sense. Like I say, that's exactly what I thought maybe down their lineage. And you say that the Kambulas are the sons of a Birmingham coalition who arrived in the Sabi Sands in 2015. Of course, their natal pride was the Birmingham Pride of Ngala. So that makes sense. So there would have been the Birmingham Pride still is on Ngala. There's a Birmingham Breakaway Pride as well. And so from that pride, 2 males left, traveled south, like I say, at around 4, 5, 6 years old. They do need to break off. They pushed out from the pride from other competing males. And they decided to head down south and arrived in 2015. And then they are, of course, now we've got the Kambula males, apparently around 6 of them, that are all sons of that coalition that moved down south in 2015. So incredible to know more about that lineage and appreciate the lions and their history as well. So thank you, Puma. I personally really appreciate the information. That's great. I'm just going to get the last clip ready, everyone. All right, well, we have time for one more clip, everybody, and this is really showing off Mpho's handiwork more than anything else. So he's fist pumping the air. Time to shine. And it is that beautiful male giraffe from this morning. Perfectly framed by bush willows and silver cluster leaf trees, and staring in the direction of that male lion, keeping his eyes on him. He's aware, but he's relaxed. I mean, he's feeding, carrying on with his day, but keeps glancing in the direction of that lion. There are 1 or 2 oxpeckers flying around as well. I love watching them eat. It's amazing how they use their lips and their tongue to grab those leaves and pull them off the stalks. I love a giraffe. I'm so happy to finally see a giraffe. I've been saying this whole time, I can't come to Djuma for 2 weeks and not see a giraffe. I'm so happy, and what a beautiful morning to find them. The colors are just so contrasting against all the green vegetation. And this morning light is just showing him off in the best possible way. Oh no, don't go, don't go. No, it's going to come back, it's going to come back. Hooray. Well, that was a lovely addition to our sunrise safari this morning. And as mentioned already, great work to Mpho to be able to get that gap to show off that giraffe. But everyone, we are coming to the end of our on safari this afternoon, and we've been able to watch some amazing clips and reflect over the last 2 drives, which have been wonderful. And Maureen, you say a lovely giraffe. It was a beautiful giraffe. Like I said, those colors were stunning, and it was nice to finally see a giraffe. Been here 9 days. So that was very special indeed. Everyone, we are going to get everything packed up and sorted on this side. We're going to hop onto Wendy and we're going to get out there and join Cedric as soon as we can. So make sure that you do stay tuned to Wild Earth. Immediately after this, Cedric will be starting the Sunset Safari for this Saturday afternoon. It's Freedom Day in South Africa. It's also Wild Earth's birthday, so a special day indeed. And we are looking forward to the rest of the afternoon. To all of you who did send through comments and questions, We do, as always, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the extra information as well about the Lion Prides. I personally appreciate that a lot. And now I know how it's all connected, which is fantastic. So thank you so much, Prima, for that. All right, everybody. I'll see you on a Wednesday next week. Cedric will be with you tomorrow before we head into our non-live days, Monday and Tuesday. But from us, we'll see you soon. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
This program features live coverage of an African safari and may include animal kills and carcasses. Viewer discretion is advised.